Hey guys, how goes life? So I've been meaning to post this particular post for a while, but I keep getting caught up in other things, so I haven't been able to post this. So bear with me while I go through it. So last weekend I had the pleasure of going to two different fashion shows. Let's just be clear, I know nothing about fashion. I'm not the fashion chick in the family. I'm good with some jeans, sneakers, and a t-shirt, and that's all. But last weekend I went to two different fashion shows and it was very interesting. So the first one was at my niece's school, which is always really cute but always so damn disorganized. They need to hire me as like the organizational person because Lord, they need help. Love you. So that was that. It's like an eco-friendly fashion show where they make dresses or what have you out of trash and not banana peels or anything like that, but like newspapers, circulars, broken umbrellas, and all that good stuff. It was really, really cute. Just really, really disorganized. Then there was the singer who I didn't really understand, but that's neither here nor there. So, that was one fashion show. And then the second fashion show was out in Brooklyn. A friend of mine, a really, really good friend of mine. Oh my, he's like, I love him so much. A really, really good friend of mine invited me to this fashion show where he was going to support a friend of his. And it was a very interesting the fashion show. Again, I don't really know much about fashion, but these lines were different. Not really different. It was like the models who were really weird to me, not necessarily the fashion. So there are about seven or eight different designers showcasing their things, and for the most part, they all use the same models. What I really, really appreciated about everything was that they had models of all different shapes and sizes, and there were men, there were women. Some of them were just really, really weird. Like my favorite model though was this woman. Like she just killed it the entire time. Like she made that runway her own. She made every piece of clothing that she was wearing her own. It was really really dope. Like I really really enjoyed her. But then there was the guy who would just like zoom in, take a picture, zoom right back out. Anyway, but it was really really good. But the one other thing that really really got me was while I do definitely and I did definitely appreciate that they had models of all shapes, sizes, weights, and races, and all that good stuff. It was very, very diverse. They did not have clothing for all shapes, sizes, and everything like that. Like they had, a little couple of girls were overweight, which was great. They looked good, but some of their dresses was too small. Like the one girl whose stomach was bigger than everything else on her body, and that little ass dress she had on. But that, other than that, it was a really, really good fashion show. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that, or say, if you're this weight, you can't wear this outfit. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying is dress for your size, dress for your body type. There's nothing wrong with a big girl wearing a little dress as long as it fits her right. That's just how I feel about everything and everyone, myself included, because I'm a little thing, but I dress for my body type. But anyway, whatever. That's that. So on the way home, me and my friend, he drove me home. We were talking, catching up or whatever. I talk to him fairly frequently, but haven't really, seen him in a while. So we were catching up. He asked me about my love life. Good damn well I ain't got no love life. I don't even got a prospect. I don't got no fucking love life. My 14-year-old niece has a better love life than me. Times are hard. It's so sad when you see your baby and now she's like someone else's baby.
Sure is.
Get out of here. So we were talking and I was just like, dude, like I really don't have a love life or whatever. And he was like, well, why do you think that is? Like for me, it's just like I don't really have a type anymore. I'm not necessarily looking for anything in particular when it comes to anyone, but there are certain things that I will not stand for. Like, in no way, shape, or form am I trying to be your plaything. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to be the object of your foolish, childish games. Excuse me for 1 second. Hi, mama. Picking my puppy. In no way, shape, or form, and I'm trying to be like your sex toy or anything like that. I'm worth so much more than that, and I've built myself up so far over the last couple of years to be let down by any guy. So if you can't meet me halfway, then I want nothing to do with you. It's really that simple. Oh, she drives me crazy. So yeah, so that's just basically what we talked about, on the ride home. So a couple of days after that, I was in pain. My body hurt, my back was killing me, my feet hurt, I was exhausted, my body was tired, I just felt overwhelmed from work. And I wrote something on my Single Me Facebook page and on my Snapchat. that said something to the effect of, it's times like this that being single really sucks. I didn't mean anything by it. All I meant was that I wanted to come home, curl up under somebody, get a massage, and then go to sleep. But unfortunately, I'm single and I don't have a lot of prospects, or any prospects for that matter. So I can't just curl up under somebody and like knock out. You know, it's really just me and Cody, and you just sort of, she don't love me like I love her. So what can you do? So that's literally all I meant by it. But this one guy, I guess he took it somewhere else, and he was just like, he wrote to me on Snapchat and was like, the title of your blog is Single Me, and do you think that plays a role in why you're single, and do you feel like you're imprisoning yourself because of the title? Clearly you don't read my blog, you never viewed my blog, because my blog is about more than me, it's about more than me being single. It's my diary, it's about my adventures, my day to day. People want to beat me up after work. It's about the good days, the bad days, hurting your foot. It's about everything. So I was like, just to answer his question, I was like, no, I don't feel like, no, I don't feel like I'm being hindered or whatever because of the name of my blog. It's just my everything, and that just happened to be the title. I feel like I'm single for the last 5 years because it's a waiting game. And that's basically just what it is. I'm waiting for the right person or something to that effect. So he was like, I don't think it's a waiting game. And I'm sure there have been other people since the last time you and I spoke. He's somebody who I dated back in the summer. I'm sure there's been other people since the last time you and I spoke. And when you finally do get a man, are you going to put all your business out there on your blog? And are you going to change the title? Whoa, buddy, can I get a person who I'm interested in first? So I was like, yes, there has been other people since you, and they have become blog posts. Am I gonna put everything out on Front Street when it comes to me and my relationship? No, because I've learned the hard way that your relationship needs to be your relationship. You don't need to let everybody in on your relationship. So when I do get a significant other, it's no one's business. You are allowed to see what I want you to see, just like with this blog, And as far as changing the name, I don't know. I haven't even gotten there yet. It was just really, really weird, but it was interesting to hear his opinion on why I was single. And then there was the other day where I was sitting outside with this guy who's been like trying to get me to go out on a date with him for the last 14 years. And it's always been a no. But he is persistent. I give him that. Quiet yourself. I give him that. He's very, very persistent. He doesn't give up. Knows what he wants. What does that mean? Anyway, so we were talking. And he was like, he asked me why I was single. I was like, I wasn't even like anything. Before I could even open my mouth, he was like, oh, the neck fat. He didn't say that, but damn, the neck fat. He was like, I know why you're single. You're single because you always ignore your blessings. And you don't give people a chance and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, when you say I ignore my blessings, are you talking about yourself? He was like, I could be. I was like, oh, see. I'm not doubting that I haven't ignored a blessing or two and I just haven't seen it in front of me. I'm not doubting that at all. What I am doubting is that he is the blessing that I'm waiting for. No offense to him. Like, he's a really, really cool person. Like, he's a really, really cool person. But I feel nothing towards him. I feel like I have to feel something toward you. Something, anything. I feel nothing. I don't know. Maybe I'm single because I'm blocking my blessings. Maybe I'm single because I refuse to be someone's plaything or their toy or the object of their childish games. I don't know, dude. I'm just single. Yeah, that's just what it is. So, hey, be happy, be married, dude. When my time comes, it'll come. Until then, this chick is single. Hot damn. Have a good one, guys.